Bugs are the bane of the software industry. They can be difficult to find and costly to fix. How we deal with bugs has a huge impact on our software development process. We can use bugs to show us ways of improving our process so that similar defects aren't created again. Here are 7 strategies for fixing bugs in software. Hello world, I'm David Scott Bernstein. Number 1, don't write them in the first place. You know the old joke, the patient raises his arm and says to the doctor, "Hey doc, it hurts when I do this." And the doctor replies, "Well, don't do that." And bugs are kind of like that. We want to avoid writing bugs in the first place. And we can do this by focusing on creating high quality code and using our tools to help us prevent mistakes as they happen. Number 2, catch bugs as soon as possible. If we're going to write bugs, then we should have a process for finding them as quickly as possible. When time elapses between when a bug is written and when a bug is fixed, the code containing the bug becomes less familiar to developers, and so it takes longer to fix. But with a set of automated regression tests, developers can get instant feedback on whether or not their code has most kinds of bugs. By reducing the cycle time from when a bug is written to when a bug is repaired to 0, the cost of fixing the bug is the lowest it will ever be. Number 3, make bugs findable by design. No matter how good our regression tests are, some bugs will get away from us. And when they do, it will be good if they were easier to find. Our ability to find bugs in code is directly related to the code's quality. For example, software that's highly cohesive and well encapsulated is less likely to have side effects that can cause bugs. Software that's cohesive and well encapsulated is also easier to read and understand, so it makes it easier to find bugs in it. Number 4, ask the right questions. Since developers spend a lot of time and effort debugging and trying to find bugs, figuring out how quickly to locate them is important. I had a genetics professor in college, Dr. John Ellison, who used to say, "It doesn't matter if your experiment succeeds or fails. What matters is if you learn something." I think this is good advice for debugging as well. The rare times that I find myself hunting down bugs, I try to reconstruct the scenario that gave me the good information on where the bug could be, or at least where the bug isn't, and I'll try to narrow down the sections of code until I find where it is. Number 5, see bugs as missing tests. Once I find a bug and before I fix it, I'll write a failing test for it so that when I fix the bug, the test will pass. The bug came about because of some false assumptions that I had. By figuring out what the false assumption is and embodying it in a unit test, we get regression for that issue and we'll never have to deal with that bug again. Number 6, use defects to fix process. When I find a bug, I ask myself why the bug happened in the first place. Sometimes this leads me back to a problem in my software development process, and fixing the process can potentially get rid of many, many more bugs. Look for ways that our tools can help us do the right things. Finally, number 7, learn from mistakes. If a bug represents a false assumption or a flaw in our development process, then it's not enough to fix the bug. We also have to fix the environment that allowed the bug to happen in the first place. Use bugs as lessons on vulnerabilities in your design and in your process, and look for ways to fix them. Use mistakes as learning opportunities and gain the valuable message that each of our problems hold for us. Bugs are the single largest expense in software development, costing billions of dollars a year. Bugs aren't just problems in code, they're also problems in our software development process. And by seeing them as such, we can use them to find ways of improving our process and thereby eliminating similar bugs in the future. If you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe. And join me in the next one. Until then, happy coding.